Hey besties, I'm Jet.
And I'm Victoria.
And welcome to the Book Besteas Podcast, where the books are good,
the takes are honest,
and the tea is always hot.
So, Jet, today we are talking about ACOMAF, the second book of the ACOTAR Series by Sarah J. Maas. Let us winnow to Velaris.
We love this book.
Don't we? Okay. First impressions. What?
I was like, okay, I get the hype now.
Yes.
That was like my immediate reaction after reading this. I was like, oh, I'm totally in. It's insanely good.
Yes.
And for me, at least, it gets better from there.
Absolutely. Same. We finally got the healthy relationship that we were looking for. We got our true MMC review. Can we all squeal for that, please? And I feel like we were really moving forward with her becoming a heroine now. Like we got to see a lot of her in action under the mountain, but now we get to see her leadership and her character growth so much more. I loved it.
What was one word to describe the book?
Transformational.
Oh my God, I literally wrote transformative.
Oh, we are on the same wave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think we need to explain that.
No, I think it's self-explanatory.
Absolutely. Okay. Let's talk about Farah in this book. Obviously, or FMC. Healing.
Okay, so now referencing the original take I had on book 1, where I was like, it could have been her soft girl era. Now we get to see a whole nother level and a different, healthier type of healing that she needs through this book.
Right. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's healthier for everyone, but I think for her, going back again to what I said in the first episode of it's much more compatible type of healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Compatible is a key word.
Yeah. Because everybody heals differently.
Yes. And a different pace, different type of method of healing.
As for me, I'm a person who sometimes don't necessarily thrive in some sort of a slow healing type of way. I'm more into give me something to fight for, give me something I could be passionate about, and that's when I get to heal, when I find that again.
Okay.
Finding that spark again. I think it's kind of the same with Farah too. It's getting into that environment of the night court and the people around her makes her kind of get into a version of herself coming into full potential and being able to heal because she found that.
Okay, yes, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's the environment and found family.
Yeah.
That she didn't get at Spring Court.
Right. And it doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily soft. There's a soft side to it.
Yes.
In the sense of, if we romanticize it, but it's also what I'm saying is the challenge part of it. Because she also gets challenged, being just in this environment of these people.
Yes. Because a lot of things this inner core has been established for centuries. So they have a lot of history, and she's coming as a new person. And a new fae, really.
Yeah.
Figuring out where she fits in their inner circle, but also as a new being.
Right. And the fact that she's not being babied is a big thing.
It's so refreshing.
Again, like I said, some people you can't just baby them if they went through tough time, because that's even worse for them too, for their healing.
That's true. Tamlin.
Ooh. Okay. I think this was the moment when Tamlin becomes unforgivable.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. It was when obviously he was kind of already annoying and what is he doing? Not, being possessive and all that. But when the time came of him locking her up, there was no turning back.
There's no turning back after that.
No.
I felt like it was really symbolic that he locked her up, but then her way of protecting herself was to basically shield herself. And so in a sense, it's like, no, like you think, Tamlin, that you're protecting me by locking me in this place, but really I can protect myself.
I think, there's a question here.
Yeah.
Do you think that he was locking her up because he already knew that Farah could be powerful?
Oh, yeah. I felt like he was very emasculated, so much so that he felt like not necessarily like usurping her power, but suppressing it because he wants to be stronger than her. Continue to be the one that could be the only one who can provide her with safety.
Yeah.
Did you feel the same?
I mean, it's just the fact that he was like, there's no high lady.
Right.
Yeah.
That was key.
Like we could already see like what type of guy Tamlin is.
Yes. And that point brings me to the whole concept around the fact that Tamlin, we saw in book 1 that Tamlin would want to continue traditions like the rite.
Right.
But, but now we get to see how Rhysand, as a different High Lord, would handle inheriting lordship and change things, like make things different, like how he's handling the Illyrian woman, allowing them to train. So he's shifting the norm or the traditions, whereas in juxtaposition, Tamlin is not.
Absolutely. I think it also comes from like the passion of leadership. I think because Tamlin doesn't really want to become High Lord, that he doesn't care much about like changing something. It's like, okay, whatever the tradition is, and let's just do it because I have no energy. Like I'm putting in so much of my time and like energy on this one, and like I'm devoting my life for this. Like he's not passionate about like, let's do something new. Like let's, come up with something that is much better for, for people now.
Right.
Whereas I feel like Rhysand is actually, people person.
Yeah. So one example was the rite, and then the other example was the tithe, because Rhysand handles it via tax, whereas Tamlin maintains the tithe as a way to get income.
Yeah. Interesting. Would you say that Tamlin loved Farah?
Ooh. In his own way, yes.
Okay.
I do.
But what does love look like for Tamlin? Do you think he actually knows what love is?
No. But in his mind, he truly believes that he loves her. Because I think he believes love is protecting someone, but in a way that is very possessive and overbearing. Because I think it's because he lost his family. I don't know. What about you?
I don't think Tamlin knows what it means to love yet. Yeah. So, but we talked about this, that, about Farah and the riddle in the last book of like, maybe like she also thinks that love is this, but it could be different.
Yeah.
And it could be different for every single person too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like maybe for the right fit, someone could be exactly what Tamlin is offering. Like we'll need and find, like love languages. His love language is acts of service.
Tamlin?
Yes.
No.
I see that. I will hard argue for that.
Really?
Well, if I had to fit it into a category.
Okay.
Because he provided her with a library.
Well, I think that's a gift.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
I think giving gifts. Like giving paint, and then like giving her family, like a manor.
Right. You're right. Gift giving.
Okay, gift giving. Okay, moving on to someone who actually has an act of service love language. Rhysand. Finally. Insane. From villain energy, although he's not really a villain, but he had that energy, right?
Yes.
Like he was perceived by the people. Into like knowing him to becoming one of the sweetest, most respectable, very, very handsome Fae. High Fae, High Lord.
Half Illyrian.
Ooh.
With those beautiful wings.
Okay, go for it.
So I just loved, first of all, that he could be so vulnerable with the people he loves. Even though he's a High Lord, he's the most powerful High Lord. He can still admit to the one he loves that it was a journey. He didn't just grow up just immediately become strong and courageous. He had moments of doubt. He had made bad calls as a High Lord. And the second thing that I love about him is that he's fiercely loyal and protective, but not in the overbearing way like Tamlin. He's protective in self-sacrifice, sort of.
Absolutely. I'd have to agree because like many times Rhysand would always like put himself in the brink of death or like a tragedy.
Yes.
And would do so to not let his people get into a really bad situation.
Right.
And I feel like many times in this book also and like in the series, we see, you know, the other characters say like, let us do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, let us help you do it.
Right.
Like, we also have a role to play.
Yes. And the whole revelation to us as readers that he didn't let his court know. He tricked the court into him going to under the mountain by himself.
For 50 years, yeah.
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 I can't even imagine how traumatic it would be to be on the receiving end of that as a court member. And like the guilt. And also then Feyre kind of realizing, like at first assuming that like, oh, why weren't you guys there for him? And then it's because he placed him in that position.
Yeah. But then also like Rhysand has a really interesting backstory as well with, you know, his family.
Yeah.
Mom and sister.
And how it's intertwined with Tamlin's too.
And the fact that all of this he was scaring while still being able to like portray a strong, scary Night Court High Lord on the outside, which is why I think it's very important. It was a very important scene for me when he broke down like at the middle of the night and he was crying, and then Feyre saw him. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was one of my moments I was going to bring up too. Yeah. It was beautiful. Very symbolic in so many ways, but we'll talk about that deeper. And also not bringing up that point is like overall as a High Lord, there's this sense that he's very approachable still. And not just to his inner court where he's vulnerable, but also like to his people.
Oh yeah.
And I see that in the fact that he lives, especially in comparison to Tamlin, right? Tamlin lives in this manner. He eats pretty lavishly, whereas we see Rhysand like out about in the town.
In
Velaris. Just chatting with people as though he's just like another resident of Velaris. And he mostly spends his time in a townhouse. I just love that about him.
He's so humble.
So incredibly humble. But and yet when he needs to assert himself,
he's not flashy.
Right.
Tamlin is super flashy.
Super flashy.
If there's a modern Tamlin.
That's a good word, yeah.
Yeah.
Flashy.
If there was a modern Tamlin, he would be wearing Gucci and
super, super flashy Gucci stuff.
Yeah. And I think Rhysand would be like Hermes or like
our fashion girly.
Hugo Boss. I don't know. Giorgio Armani. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Are we starting to talk scents now? Fragrances?
I don't know about that. Okay.
Morgan.
A girl's girl.
Yes.
I feel like she was heavily needed to make Feyre feel at home or like feel like there's someone on her side who gets her. Yeah.
Absolutely. Without her, like she would have just felt like an outsider. Like as much as Rhysand, because the initial introduction to them was while she was still technically with Tamlin, and it was just during the breaks.
Yeah.
Right.
But doesn't Morgan know already that she is his mate?
That's true. She knows.
But she played it cool.
And I do think, though, even if the mate thing wasn't in the question, because Rhysand chose to open up the inner court to her, Morgan knew she's someone special. I have to include her in some way. I love that about her. And I see her as warrior, princess, but who loves the lavishes and femininity of life that she can have in a way, like a princess.
And the way that she wears her red gowns.
Oh, yeah. Like, can I grow up to be like a Morgan fashionista?
Oh, interesting.
But we have our own resident fashionista right here. So.
I don't know about wearing red all the time, though.
Well, I mean, in the sense that I could get advice from you. Yeah, that's true. You have a very different fashion sense from her. I guess the reds, the deep V's, the high cuts are my thing.
That's yours.
Yeah, that's mine.
I'm a very minimalist, conservative type of.
Yes.
Yeah. The more covered I am, I'm more comfortable.
Okay. All right. I know that already. But now you all know that.
Okay. Amren. I love Amren.
We all know how much you love Amren. What it? Oh, excuse me.
I love Amren.
I be spoiling. Go off.
I just love that she's so feisty and like she has her own, like she doesn't need to please anyone. Like she doesn't feel the need to like prove herself. Like she is Amren, period.
Oof.
Yeah, and we don't even know where she came from, but like she found her place in the Night Court. She's Rhysand's second in command, well respected.
Yes.
People are afraid of her. Well, Fays are afraid of her.
All right.
I like her.
All right.
She has her own world.
Okay.
Oh, and she drinks blood?
Yeah.
Right?
She drinks blood. She's pretty out there. Okay. I had a different take on her at first in this book. That whole series, let's limit to this book, okay? Guys, don't come at me. My initial impression was of her.
You didn't trust her.
No, not that I didn't trust her.
Okay.
Yeah. I think because Rhysand included her as his second, I could immediately trust her because I could trust him. I felt like she was giving angry for no reason to me.
Interesting.
Yeah, like she's fiery, but I'm like, where's this even coming from? Like, why? But I could see that she's fiercely loyal. Like, I so many positives and they outweigh the negative for sure for me. But she's fiercely loyal. She's clearly very powerful and very smart and does not mince words. I love a straightforward woman.
I think for me, like, it's not even where, but what it's for. I think it's needed in the group.
Interesting. Okay, keep going.
I just say, like, just to balance it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
It's just for have, like, the right amount of balance in the group.
Okay. Yeah. Yanti.
Fake girl energy.
Ooh.
Yeah. The fact that, like, she was also, like, helping Farah with her wedding.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, are they really, like, that close? Not really.
Oh,
so
absolutely not.
Yeah. So to
Absolutely
me, it's
not.
like, okay. Like, I don't buy people who are, or girls trying to be, like, the nicest. Like, I don't know. I don't get drawn to them. So.
Okay. I definitely did not trust her. I'm like, who this bitch?
Yeah.
Who this bitch? But I would say her agenda felt like, where the hell did this woman come from? In the sense that, why was she not there before when in book 1? Because so clearly her agenda is something after Tamlin was released from his curse. Now Tamlin has become more powerful. So now she's back. Like, she's very opportunistic.
Yeah, she's like a cloud chaser.
Cloud chaser. Yes, very much cloud chaser. And
social climber.
Social climber. And when it came to the right, I was like, oh, something weird's gonna happen. And the second round, right, of the right. And I felt so bad for Lucian. The fact that she kept coming on to him.
Yeah. Move on. Let's talk about Tarkin
and this whole summer court. Okay. I absolutely loved him right off the bat. I feel like you might have felt a little bit different, but hold on for a second. I felt like he's a dreamer. He is too trustworthy, but at the same time, in a world that has so many people who are like constantly second guessing each other, we need people who could be open and straightforward and trusting. Even if it's misplaced potentially. And in this case it was. And then he has a lot of potential because he has a very young court. He himself is young, he's fresh. He doesn't have a sense of like all those restraints, if you will, that like Tamlin is living in and Rhysand has to fight against. I saw hope. I truly thought there was going to be so much more of an arc for the whole Summer Court than there was. But yeah, what about you?
On the contrary of you feeling like I have something else to say about him, I actually agree with you. I think he's very kind and like respectful and trusting and trustworthy as well. I love his ease with creating friendships with creating a friendship with Farah. I mean, obviously he knew Rhysand. Might have even like chemistry.
I was seeing that.
Yeah.
I was seeing that.
And it made Rhysand jealous. So I do like Tarkin. I know that Tarkin is like one of your favorite High Lords.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He's my second favorite High Lord.
Who's the first?
Obviously Rhysand.
Okay, well, I don't know because I think you like physically you chose Tarkin, like you ranked him higher than Rhysand.
Oh, okay. Before I even read any snippet of the series, she sent me pictures of each of the male characters in the series, and my top choice was Tarkin, right?
Yeah.
I was like, he's my type.
Okay. Since we're talking about the hot guys, let's get into the bad boys. Cassian, go for it.
Okay. In this book, we don't get to know too much about Cassian, but from initial impressions, I loved how straightforward he was. The moment when he stood up for Feyre to Nesta and was like, where were you growing up when Feyre was literally hunting? Like, basically, shut the fuck up. Like, that moment to me was like, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
You're my best friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he has, the fact that he's like the commander general. So hot. But then he was also giving golden retriever energy for me.
Oh.
Like he makes everything light.
Yes. Yes. And humor, but still like masculine, forceful.
Yeah.
And, like, set my foot down.
Yeah, exactly.
Real.
Shadow Daddy. So hot.
Yes.
Mysterious.
Yes.
Very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
A spy. I don't know, stealth mode. Like, we don't know much about Azriel yet, but he's so likable. To me, he's so likable. I think, okay, we know his backstory.
Yes.
We also know Cassian.
Right.
Very sad backstory, but I love that it all brought them together.
Mm-hmm.
Because they found each other as, and like they grew up together. And I feel like that brotherhood is one of the most, it can't be broken. Whatever bond they have is so strong already that they know they're lucky enough to have that. And so I feel like regardless of like how traumatic their past was, they still became like the man that they are because they acknowledged the fact that they were lucky to have each other growing up.
I love that. I love the way you put that. Yeah. And going back to Azriel specifically, at first he was very, like, how Morgan was immediately like, oh, Feyre, welcome. Azriel was a little hesitant to, fully trust Feyre. But then gradually, he started to see that Feyre would stand up for them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when and he's very perceptive. So when he started noticing that, like there was one moment where his shadows literally like went away with Feyre. And I was like, oh, like when he trusts, he's going to be loyal. Yeah, that's the moment where I felt.
And we see that in the next books too.
Oh, yes. And Bad Boys in general, I feel like it was like the perfect trifecta. Cassian brings the humor. Azriel brings the stoic. Rhysand is the in-between, but then also the romantic. He's the romantic, right? Now we're going to jump into a Who Would You? All right, Jet, are you ready?
I am ready.
And this is going to be quick. And if there's an answer that I'm like, whoa, I'm going to like grab it.
Okay.
1, who would you date?
Rhysand.
Oh, of course. 2, who would you become best friends with?
Cassian.
Oh,
what?
If it were comparison, yes, I love that. But if it were a comparison between Cassian and Azriel,
Cassian. I feel like his humor and my humor matches.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like things that like we see would probably like look at each other and like we don't have to say something.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's cute. 3. Who would you have a toxic relationship with?
And these characters.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. I mean, who else is here? I guess Azriel.
Really? Why Azriel?
Oh no. I think that I see Azriel as like super like lover boy.
And that would be toxic?
And I feel like I would need more I need a man. Like I like you know how like Rhysand is like knows that Farah is his equal, but then when he's decided, he's decided. I
Yeah.
feel like Azriel is still like would follow what I because I'm too much of an alpha. Female.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I feel like he would submit, and I feel like it would be to a point that I would. It's going to be toxic because it would be my fault, not his fault.
Okay.
So I don't deserve Azriel.
Oh, I think you do. But can I answer? Can I tell you what I think who I would pick for you? Morgan.
Oh wait, we're counting the girls?
Well, I didn't specify romantic relationship.
Oh,
Well, you could pick another one if it's open.
toxic.
Yeah.
Nesta.
Oh,
It's just not a good match.
but you would even start a relationship and then it'd be toxic. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I picked Morgan for you because I feel like when she gets to the point of being like, I don't want to talk about it, then you would get really disappointed. And then it would become like you keep sharing, she keeps being like, oh, I can't talk about it. And then you're like, well, then I thought, we're open as friends.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Who would you absolutely not want to get acquainted with?
Not acquainted with? Bone Carver.
Really?
Scary.
I thought you liked Bone Carver.
I do.
But then why wouldn't you want to get acquainted with Bone? Just because he's scary? Oh, I think I know, but you say it.
What?
You wouldn't want to know what he's going to reveal to you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I can see
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be anxious like 24/7.
Yeah. Woo! If you could only pick one person, who would you go under the mountain together with?
Amren.
Oh, okay, yeah, of course. You rave about Amren's power. 5, and the last one. Who would you have as your main advisor if you were a high lady?
Ooh, main advisor. Azriel.
Oh, wait, I did not say that coming, but I should have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Azriel.
Yes. Oh,
What?
Azriel.
I love the Azriel. Okay, let's get into the plot. Let's start with the bargain of Farah and Rhysand. To me, it felt manipulative in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
but I felt like it was just an excuse for him to be with her.
And a reprieve from Tamlin. I do see that he kind of saw it coming.
Really?
Oh yeah.
But like, I don't think so because he let her go in a sense. Like after book 1, like the end of book 1, he was like
after book 1 because of what happened at the very end of Under the Mountain when she was so devastated about everything, and then she was so happy to see Tamlin again after she became Fae. And then she could barely talk to him when they left. I almost we kind of had moments when we were talking about book 1 where it's like, what the fuck, Tamlin, you're not taking any action.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he noticed that and was like, oh, if shit really went down again, would Tamlin actually stand up for her? Yeah.
Okay.
Velaris.
Dream City. I would live in Velaris. I would do anything to okay,
guys, she kind of went already. Tell us about that.
I mean, like I had this like moment of like where to find a real life Velaris. I found one in Switzerland, but my flight got canceled. I tried. But I also found that Utah also has a spot where it looks like Velaris. I went to there also.
Oh, and she like uploaded pictures on her story. Oh, maybe after this you could share it on the
I
actual post.
will. Okay, I will do
Yeah, it
that.
was so pretty. Let's move on to the wedding or lack thereof.
I think the wedding was a pivoting moment.
Yeah.
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 We saw that like she is in a wedding dress, but she's like so frail and thin and she wasn't glowing and like who wants to be married in that state? And the fact that Rhysand came to save her.
Oh,
Freaking knight in shining armor.
I know. And literally she was calling out for help. And he came to her.
Mm-hmm.
And also, a little bit cruel on Sarah J. Maas's part is that in fantasy worlds, even in her universe too, it's so hard to get weddings, and yet the one wedding we get, it's not.
So, okay. During this point, did you already know that Rhysand is endgame?
There were too many spoilers, even if as much as I avoided it. There's too many spoilers at this point to know that Rhysand is endgame. But in feeling, when he came to her, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knew truly deep down what she needed.
Mm-hmm.
And that he was going to take action despite the consequences.
I mean, like after that wedding, obviously he took her to night court and she spent her time there. And we saw like some, training tropes, Rhysand teaching her how to read, one of, the enjoyable moments of this book, and as well as like the exchange of messages. Like those things happen. We love that. I think it was so sweet, but also so funny. Like the humor of Rhysand too, like him being able to like Rhysand is the most like, good looking, handsome High Lord and stuff like that. But to me, it also felt like an empowerment,
Yeah.
right? Like building her up, like pushing her to learn and like you can do it, but making it enjoyable or like even annoying, unfair as far as like what is like why are you like putting this for me to read,
Yeah. And now we go back again to a juxtaposition between him and Tamlin. Tamlin also pushed her to read, but in a way that she didn't have the appetite for. Whereas with Rhysand, she ended up learning.
Mm-hmm.
It's the method, the fit was just all so much better.
Absolutely. But I would challenge this thinking of how it's so sweet. Like I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
Okay.
Do you think that it was a manipulation so that she could work on the books later on?
Ooh. I think at some point he kind of says that yes, but at the same time, as a High Lord, he has to balance his personal relationship with her as well as the agenda of the whole court.
Okay.
And so I think it's fair. What'd you feel about it?
I agreed. Yeah. Now that we're talking about like how Farah's so illiterate, I feel so bad for her. Like it's so hard to like just become high lady too, like knowing that you don't, like you've never learned how to read.
It was a lot all at once.
Yeah. Now that we briefly brushed on the two books, in this book, we are on the hunt for the two books that would change the game for the Night Court.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the adventures that they had to make is a trip to the Summer Court. Question.
Yes.
Did Tarquin deserve better?
Yes. So maybe this is a hot take, but I feel like Rhysand should have trusted Tarquin so much more than he did.
I agree.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like because Tarquin was very open with them and through Under the Mountain, he already could tell that Rhysand is a double agent, basically. He was even telling Feyre, like, Rhysand's actually much nicer than everyone makes him out to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that should have been a moment that Feyre should have pushed harder on Rhysand to like be like, you should trust Summer Court.
But like, I don't think Rhysand would listen to Feyre yet.
Right, yet. Not yet.
Agreed.
So, Weaver.
I like the Weaver.
Okay.
I would be friends with the Weaver.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
If she doesn't kill me, but I would be friends with the Weaver and be like, oh my gosh, look at your treasures.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. for me, my main takeaway was that after meeting the Weaver is when Feyre found the will to love again.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. And okay. Obviously, Rhysand had one agenda, like told her to do something. But as with almost everything Rhysand does, there's another alternative purpose. And
He's so poetic.
He's so poetic. His other alternative purpose and main purpose, I think, at least at the time, was for Feyre to realize, like, to regain her sense of self and strength. That, like, you can deal with shit. Like, because she was really wallowing, and understandably so, she was really struggling with what happened under the mountain and what happened with Tamlin.
Right.
So to it's almost like when you throw a kid in the deep end and you just like...
Yeah, like exactly going back to like, they don't canoodle her.
Yes. Yep. And that's what he did with the Weaver.
Absolutely. Okay, let's move on to the Bone Carver.
Yes. So you have a lot of notes about the Bone Carver.
I wouldn't say a lot, but it was interesting again for us to see that they went to the Bone Carver for information, but then at the same time that Bone Carver actually portrays an image of someone, and it could be different at the same time.
Yeah, to two different people.
To two different people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That makes him like super powerful.
Yeah.
Crazy powerful.
Yeah.
And I remember like Rhysand, I think, saw Jurian. And I feel like that was a hint already. To follow why, but Feyre saw a boy, which apparently at that moment she thinks is Rhysand.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get to those later.
Same.
I felt like
that is an Easter egg.
So another thing I found interesting about the Bone Carver is that he chooses to be there in a way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That all he wants is bones. Like, bring me an interesting bone and
in return to whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny how all of these really, really creepy, seemingly creepy creatures, like Suriel wants a cloak. What were some other creatures that just wanted something? Weaver wants like a trinket.
Yeah.
Like, there's just certain things that they just obsess over that almost to me makes them very endearing.
Even Bryaxis in the future.
Yeah, I feel like all of these things, like Bone Carver is just one example of, and then also just the prison itself. The fact that it's warded by magic. You don't need guards.
The fact that Amren was in that prison.
Yeah.
And she was able to leave that prison is insane.
It's insane. I think, oh, wow. It just boggles my mind that in a magical world, you still have a prison. Like, and hear me out, okay? It's kind of like how I talked about before, where there's this sense of like immortals still need money, still need land, still need power. There's also on the opposite end, immortals still need a prison.
I think they need prison more than the mortals.
That's true, because who will restrain? But then it's in and of itself the worst kind of ending, if you will, to an immortal, because they don't die unless if they kill themselves. Like, that's it. Wow, it's crazy.
Crazy.
And then the second thing is that Cassian was the one who put most of them into that prison. But he's so cash about it. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. The first dinner with the inner circle.
Well, I love that she had that dinner with them because it showed us a glimpse of the dynamic between the inner circle, the dreamers. And it's so casual.
Yes.
It's so casual. They're not dressed like royalties, like in Spring Court. They sit wherever they want. Rhysand doesn't have to be on the farthest side, middle of the table kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's so cash, but also it's sort of like open arms for Feyre.
Oh.
You know, because like she doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like she could be literally nobody, and she might feel like she doesn't belong, but she's accepted in the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the cutest moments for me with her Feyre and the inner circle was when she first gets to the townhouse and then they're like banging on the door, be like,
Mm.
let us in. And then he's like, oh, I like, you know, those rascals, something like that.
Mhm.
And then she refuses to meet them yet. She's scared. And then he's so disappointed.
Oh.
Oh, that was so cute for me.
I love Rhysand. I forgot how much I love
Oh, I
Rhysand.
know. And I
Okay,
feel
fine. I think he's my number 2 now.
okay. Oh, Rhysand. And one more thing about the whole inner circle dynamic is the way we get to almost feel like they're having like regular fireside chats where there'll be moments where they're just like chilling and
Oh,
we keep in
yeah,
line,
absolutely.
and then we get to learn more about their backstories through those moments.
I love how seamless that was.
Yes.
The way it's like incorporated, like it's not forced.
Yes, it's not forced.
It's like a normal happening conversation. Then, you know, like you would know their backstory through that. Like it's not like a separate chapter for it.
Right. It's not just a narrator telling us. It's
Mhm.
them from their own perspective.
Mhm.
I love that.
I love that. Let's get into one of the most magical nights and one of the most romantic scenes in this book, Starfall.
Oh,
It's so cute and sweet.
I
And,
love.
like the fact that they were watching those and like the meaning of those like stars.
Yeah.
Like she puts so much, like Sarah puts so much meaning into everything.
Yeah. She does.
And she talked about this too. It's like I think it was like spirits, right? Of
yeah. From
yeah.
beings crossing the worlds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
And that's so cute because like for it to be celebrated,
yes.
it's like some sort of like respect and like nods for them passing through, you know?
Yeah. And at the same time it's also like just literally beautiful to watch.
And when the star, like the glitter went onto their faces, it's so cute, so romantic.
I love that. And her outfit. Okay. Chapter 54. Go.
I think this is an iconic chapter. Everyone
Yeah.
knows what chapter 54 is and what it means to most of us. And 55. Let's not leave 55. This is where my mind was blown. I was like, oh my gosh, Rhysand? I was like, okay, I already love the guy.
Uh-huh.
And then we got onto chapter 54. I was like, how is that possible? Like all this like revelation like that was like we were seeing the whole time coming into full circle.
Yes.
And like it's not even a need at this point. Like what was happening in chapter 54, it's like it's not even a need. Like I'm already sold with Rhysand, and then it happens like it's beyond like there's beyond marrying the guy.
Take me.
I know, like what else could be done that like was more than marriage? Because I would do that for recently after this chapter.
Oh.
Oh,
Enough said.
enough said.
Enough said. Enough said. Hybern.
It's just basically like a setup for the villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, like knowing that, you know, Amarantha is not it actually made me happy in a sense because again, like I wasn't sold to the Amarantha.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, like now it makes sense. There's like the mastermind.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think it's also going back to like there's a need for Hybern.
Yes.
So that makes him like a much even like to me a more effective villain because
Yes.
I could see like why he's doing it and what he craves and what he wants.
Right. Yep. And it wasn't like too overwhelming a backstory. It was just enough that we were like, oh, it makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense.
Exactly. So in getting to know Hybern, we came into a point of seeing Nesta and Elaine being brought by, sadly, Lucian and Tamlin. Tamlin, even more disappointing than ever.
Oh, honestly, that's still not even his lowest compared to when he locked her in the house for me. But still, low.
Really? I think it was even lower in a sense of like, you already locked her in a house, so like you already know that you don't have like a redemption after that, at least with Farah.
Yeah.
So like, what else are you trying to do? Like, I think at this point it was like a dumb move.
Oh, it was totally dumb. And I almost think it was so dumb to the point where he didn't even see it coming. That they were Hybern was going to turn them Fae.
Did you like the fact that they were turned Fae?
Ooh, okay. There's another hot take.
Okay.
I do.
You do?
I do. Or maybe that's not a hot take, but I do. Because, I mean, the human realm is falling apart already. Like, Feyre has been trying her best to save Elaine and Nesta. The queens are already clearly not going to stand on behalf of humans. So if they could become Fae, then that's the solution. It's kind of like almost in the inevitable for Feyre when she became Fae. Like, they're gonna die if they don't become Fae. How did you feel?
I like that they became Fae. Yeah. I would have became Fae. I would jump in the cauldron.
I would have too.
I would volunteer.
I would have too.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay. Secret wedding.
Where's the freaking wedding? What happened? I need the wedding.
I know, don't we? Oh
my god! Like the fact that it was a secret again. I'm like, I am so done with like all the like. It's okay, guys. Please like, and I beg you, DM me, message me because I need to know if it's an actual thing for fantasy or like romantasy books where we don't get a glimpse of the wedding.
I know.
Because we never see a wedding in play.
Except when it was a mess up, like with
But it's not
Feyre
like it didn't happen. So
but
like,
it was in progress. She was in the dress. It was the day of.
Do you think it's a thing?
Yeah.
What? Like all of a sudden like authors just agreed that no one's gonna write about weddings?
Oh, maybe this is another hot take. Is that it's a way for them to have special like books or one-off things, or for an adaptation to be the only one that could have the scene of the wedding.
I don't know. Give us the wedding.
Please.
Give us the wedding. What about Lucian is Elaine's mate? That was so freaking random.
It was random.
It was random.
I feel bad, honestly, for both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we were talking about book 1 that Lucian needed to be a free man. Needed to be a nomad, like you put it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how could he be a nomad if he's literally tied to her? And then her.
And it's so weird. Like, why the heck Lucian out of...
I know, out of everyone. There were so many possibilities, right, everyone? Who would you pick? Okay, maybe we'll do that later. And then
I would even... As much as we hate Tamlin, I even think that Tamlin would be a much better pair for Elaine.
Ooh, hot take, and I had the same take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right when I was thinking about Elaine, I was like, oh, she would love the life that Tamlin would give her.
Probably like gardening. Baking.
Yeah, doesn't have to go to war. Like, he'll protect her from all of the beings.
Yeah. Anyways, let's do another game.
Okay.
Spice things up. Okay, let's do a this or that. Azriel Mystery or Cassian Chaos?
Ooh, Cassian Chaos.
Okay, well, I already called that. Who would you become best friends with, Morgan or Cassian?
I want to marry well, not by this book, but like later on, I want to marry Cassian. So then I'd save Morgan as best friend.
Best friend, okay. Rhysand versus Starkin.
Okay, Rhysand, but Tarkin is still like visually more my type.
Bone Carver versus Weaver.
Ooh, Bone Carver.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
In what context?
I think because he almost gives like a ID gaff. I don't give a fuck. Like,
okay,
you give me a bone, I'll tell you. Otherwise, bye.
Okay. Healing arc versus romance arc. Like, did you like the healing arc of this book or the romance?
The romance.
Same. Which surprised you more? The cabin confession or the High Lady reveal?
High Lady reveal.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, cabin confession was more heart melting. High Lady reveal was like
Shocking.
Like
I gasped.
Me too.
Nesta versus Elaine.
Right?
Yeah.
This book. Elaine.
Why?
Okay, maybe this is another hot take, but I feel like Nesta's entitlement is worse than Elaine's what's it called? Weaponized ignorance.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I like Elaine. I like Nesta in this book.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was
Why?
literally writing like Queen. Like I was getting like Queen energy from Nesta in this book.
Yes, I got that too.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it.
I
didn't like it.
Interesting. I like it. I liked it. I think she was very like when the queens visited them, or and everyone went to their house.
Yeah.
Like the way she was distant, like it was so like she knows what she stands for in a sense.
Yeah.
And she was being protective of Elaine. And when they got into the cauldron, the fact that she was like so mad and like
fiery about it.
like she did the whole finger thing and like pointing thing. I was like,
that's some badassery right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's badass. She's a baddie.
She is baddie.
In this book, until I hated her in the future. But chapter 54 or chapter 55?
Chapter 54.
Okay. So the romantic part. Same. Let's get into the favorite quotes.
Okay.
Or like favorite moments, whatever.
Okay. I'll go first. Okay. When she realized that they live in a townhouse, because he's so humble and he has a separate like super private life for his inner circle, his friends, his dreamers versus the rest of the world. Okay, next this is yours.
You only have one?
No, I have more, but yeah, we'll back.
When Rhysand said, "You are my salvation," Vera.
Oh, I have that in my next one, literally.
Okay, I'll let you explain.
No, you explain.
No, you explain.
You explain.
Well, to me, it's just like I think the fact that we see that Farah is the one being saved, but it was actually Rhysand who's actually getting the salvation too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Farah is actually saving Rhysand in a way that she doesn't know how she is saving him.
And it's so beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Okay, that'll take the next one. This quote, "I would rather face every creature in Prythian than the monsters on the other side of the wall. Without magic, without power, money has become the only thing that matters." So, interesting enough, and I took this note, I didn't know who said that. Do you remember who said that?
No.
I don't remember either. But just the fact that, like, you know, have been obsessed with this whole, like, power dynamic thing, that's a statement to that. Okay, next.
To the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered.
Oh, you shared that so much on social media because you
Absolutely. I love.
And when I finally got to read that, because I read that when you posted it, and then I got to the point of reading it in the book, I was like, oh wow. And it has a whole nother level of symbolism when we talk about like them being dreamers.
Absolutely. I think it's just like I think that quote is like believing also that someone's listening.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like it's like two things. One is like it's kind of like cheers to whoever is listening.
Right.
Because they do listen indeed.
Yes.
And the dreams that gets answered. So meaning that because there's someone listening, we could keep on dreaming and we could keep on like wanting things. And it gets answered and it gets answered. And we need to celebrate that. I think it's so beautiful.
That is really beautiful. Oh.
Yeah. Something that I always remind myself to.
I gotta remind myself more of that. And you and it kind of relates to this point about like manifesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Next one on my list. The way the author, so Sarah J. Maas, described darkness that beckoned Feyre to Rhysand's room when he was having that nightmare. So that moment, but like, not just the moment itself, but the artistry of her description of it. It was like, it's so hard to describe, but it was so beautiful. Like the way that Sarah J. Maas handles like words, for example, when we're like, I'm speechless. She has words for everything.
Right.
Oh, and then the lullaby she's saying to him when, with her darkness. So symbolic, so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I should let you be happy even if it killed me.
Oh.
When he said that to Feyre about finding out that she was his mate, but she was so still in love in a sense with Tamlin and that they're going to get married and all that stuff. He also said like even if she was his mate, he believed that she has earned her happiness. So he would give way even if it literally killed him. And from what we know about like the mating bonds too, is like if your mate decides to be with like someone else, then you could challenge it, right? And like you could literally like, because you get drawn to your mate.
Right.
And you get drawn into like doing whatever is necessary to be with your mate.
Yeah.
But the restraint, because he loved her so much.
Rhysand.
I love those like quotes that are like so like heartbreaking. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm a sad girl.
I feel like you're a hopeful girl.
I'm not a sad
The
girl.
last quote was when the stars who will listen.
Okay, then I'm both. I'm a Gemini anyways. But I'm both because I also love like sad songs, sad quotes.
Me too.
Yeah.
Sad ballads.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, my next one is a queen who owned her body, her life, her destiny, and never apologized for it. I don't remember who said this, but it was about Morgan.
I think so.
Yeah. And I was like, that could apply to so many of the characters. If you guys have read more of Sarah J. Maas's universe, that could apply for so many of the female characters she creates.
Yeah.
And it's like on point.
On point. That's it for me. Those are my...
Okay, I have two more. The fact that in other courts we get to see there's a lot of food. There's this concept of like spending, right? Food is a representation of that. And there's a lot of food, but it goes mostly untouched in other courts and it's like extravagant. Whereas in Velaris, the food was simple but flavorful, wholesome, and not extravagant. And like he goes to a restaurant, he knows the owner, like she's personally like really proud of what she cooks. Whereas in other courts, you see that like, oh, the chefs have to be like hidden away, like, and there's just that just speaks again to Rhysand's dynamic and how special the place he built is, or not he built, but the place that he maintains and protects is, and why he treasures it so much.
I have one more.
Yes.
When Rhysand, basically everyone returned from Hybern.
Yeah.
And Feyre's not with them because she went with Tamlin to Spring Court and obviously pretended that the curse or the bargain was broken with Rhysand. And Amren was like, you need to get to your mate. Like, she is your mate. And to me, like, for Amren to say that, I was like, yeah, I love it.
I loved that moment.
I love that moment. Yeah.
But another moment where I was like, Amren, okay, she's growing on me.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, obviously, and then Rhysand was like, but she's also my spy and a hot lady. Yeah. Anyways.
I have one more. I love when they went to the Court of Nightmares and he established Feyre not as like, oh, I'm threatening all of you guys on behalf of Feyre. He didn't say it directly, but he implied that Feyre herself is the threat. Like, I don't know about you, but like, if you piss her off, you're in trouble because of her. And then again, going back to the dynamic of he's not going to be the overbearing, like, oh, I'm going to protect you. He's going to be like, she's going to deal with her own shit.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Okay, let's do another fun round of, this time it's going to be hot takes. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, true or false? Rhysand emotionally manipulated Feyre early on before she fell in love with him.
False.
Okay, explain.
I don't think it was emotional.
No? Okay, what was it?
I think there's still like a little bit of manipulation in a sense, but I think it was more of like finding a different route, different way, but also not emotions. I feel like emotions like kind of hard to trick.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like manipulating her to doing something or like making a decision about something or but emotionally I feel like what was going on with them has been like is real.
Oh, you're right. Okay. 2. True or false? Azriel is the most emotionally mature member of the inner circle.
False.
Ooh, okay. Who is it? Amren. I knew you were going to say that. You already said as much that you...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3. True or false? Readers shipped Rhys and Feyre harder because of how Tamlin messed up with her.
False.
Oh, so you think we would have felt as hard for Rhys and Feyre without Tamlin?
I mean, have you met Rhysand?
Okay. Who can't fall for Rhysand?
Yeah, I would have fallen for Rhysand like right off the bat.
Okay, that's true. Even in book 1 you did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think, especially like when it comes to like love like that, like you don't need
You don't need a comparison. Okay. Then maybe let's change it up a bit.
I mean, for Farrah, sure, in a sense of like.
Okay, well, you're answering the question. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like in a sense for like Farrah, because she was just in that relationship. So in a sense of like, oh, okay, like this is what actually like, it's supposed to like be like or feels like. But again, going back into more compatibility. But in general, anyone could have fallen for Rhysand.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you think that if all went well with Tamlin and Farrah, she wouldn't have fallen in love with Rhysand?
Yeah.
She wouldn't?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I mean, like, then I could take Rhysand from me.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm saying for Feyre, though. I will still take Cassian.
No. But, like, for Farrah, you don't think she would have?
No.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he did mess up?
Mm-hmm. Because given her past, given how she would always do it regardless, like, step up.
But because, like, sometimes, again, going back into compatibility, like, sometimes it's not even about messing up. It's just, I think Farrah would be unhappy at some point, even if Tamlin doesn't mess up. Like, Tamlin could do all the right things, but if she's unhappy because she won't get the challenge or the feeling of, like, who she actually is or who she's compatible with, then it's bound to be doomed anyways. And she would always find her way back to Rhysand.
Okay, I have a different take. 4. True or false? Velaris is just a privilege hidden behind magical borders.
True.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised that you say true.
Mm-hmm. Because not everybody could go at that point, but once they opened it and they were willing to do so, then it's more than that. But
okay. And 5, true or false? Us readers are more forgiving of morally gray characters when they are attractive and witty.
True. Let's not kid ourselves.
Right?
Okay. Well, it's my turn. Would you forgive Tamlin if he apologized?
After what?
After everything.
Everything in book 2?
Yeah.
If I were Feyre. I mean, like,
would you?
Would I?
Would you?
As a reader, I could forgive him if he apologized and he then stepped up. Yeah.
As a person?
As a person. Yeah.
Would you pick Rhys before or after chapter 54?
Pick Rhys, of course, before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you choose love or freedom?
Oh, false dichotomy, but I'll choose love. I'm a hopeless romantic.
Interesting. Would you steal the book from Tarkin if it meant stopping Hybern?
Also another false dichotomy. They didn't have to steal it. I think if they had asked for it, he would have given it to
So
them.
you wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't.
Would you stay with someone who loves you deeply, but slowly destroys who you are?
Ooh. No.
We chose love.
I choose love over freedom. But destroying myself, that's like inside. That's not even outside. Because I'm not necessarily one who seeks freedom as my top priority.
Okay. Would you lock someone you love away if you truly believe it would keep them alive?
Ooh, depends. I would not.
You would not lock them away?
No.
Okay. Would you become High Lady?
If I had the chance, would Rhysand? Of course.
Same. Last one. Would you let someone you love go, even if it destroyed you?
Yes.
Sad. That is really sad. Not fight for him.
Well, this is if a this or that.
That is really sad.
No, but I would let them go.
You would let them go?
Yeah.
Why? I need an explanation.
Because if I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of letting them destroy me.
What?
Because the other question was like, oh, would you stay in a relationship that's like destroying you? And I wouldn't. Then I wouldn't do the same to someone else.
No, but it would be more of like Rhysand letting her go because he thought he was going to be happy with Tamlin.
Oh, okay, that specifically?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, Tamlin was like, red flag, mistake. So then I would fight.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I know I could do her way better. Like I could give her the freedom, I could give her High Lady.
Okay. So, but in a context of like, they won't be happy with you.
Oh yeah, if they won't be happy with me, then I will let them go.
Sad. Okay. That's all I have.
Easter eggs. Bone carver revealing.
Guys, if you haven't read the whole series yet, don't cover us. Remove. Like, bye.
Save and come back.
Save and come back or like skip to the next chapter. Bone Carver boy. We thought it was Rhysand in the beginning. Farrah thought it was Rhysand, and then all of a sudden, the next time she sees the same guy again, it was actually an image of her son.
Their son.
Oh.
But apparently not their first son.
I know. Or maybe it was him.
But they were saying in Silver Flames that it wasn't. She was like, oh, he didn't have wings. Which is interesting.
But maybe he could shift.
Oh.
I mean, like, Farrah has the ability to shift.
Right. Whoa,
but even Rhysand too, right? Like, he has a beast form. Remember during Hybern War?
What did he become?
Like a black beast or something.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, even the one from the Day Court has one. Remember, like some sort of like bird. Yeah.
Okay. And then one of my favorites is the Weaver in the Ring. His mom's ring. She fought for it. His mom said the wife only deserves to be with you if she's gonna fight. And she literally fought.
She did, yeah. I feel like at that point, he's like, oh my God, I'm going to marry this girl.
I know. And the shock that, like, afterward, when he was just speechless and she was just like, oh, like, you just didn't think I was going to get it. It's like, no, I didn't. You're going to be my what?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Now I want to reread this book.
Oh. So then it seems like your rating's pretty high.
Oh, absolutely. 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Same.
Mm-hmm.
Same. And
Favorite?
favorite? Is it your favorite of the whole series?
Second favorite.
Second favorite. What's your favorite?
The next one.
Ooh!
So next week.
Ah!
What is your favorite?
Okay, it keeps shifting, guys. You guys are going to be like, you said in one and then now it's the other. But after doing this podcast, I feel like this is my favorite now. But then I might change my mind when we do the next one. Okay, let's just say it's between ACOMAF and ACOWAR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Frost and Stone. Well, okay, this was fun.
So fun.
And I can't wait to talk about my most favorite out of the series next week. We will talk about A Court of Wings and Ruin. Gonna get into war.
Oh, yeah. Shit's
Yep.
going down.
Mm-hmm. War is brewing. And so are our teas for you next week. So
That was a smooth one.
We'll see you guys.
Bye, besties.